Hello, friends. Welcome to Dale Soccer. My name is Elali Frank, and this is News Daily, where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. If it's your first time here, please hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. In today's edition, we're going to talk about the official dates that has been announced for the CAF African Cup of Nations 2023. We're also going to talk about Thomas Partey, who has been spotted at Arsenal training, an update on his injury and whether he'll be able to play in Arsenal's game. We're also going to talk about Ransford Yeboah, who has revealed whether he'll be able to play for the Ghana U23 team or not. And then talk about one Ghanaian who did not represent Ghana at the World Stage. I'm talking about Danny Welbeck, who has made a donation in Ghana. I'm going to bring you details of his donation and everything you need to know. If it's your first time here, please hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. Without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's news. So we're going to start from the African Cup of Nations, where the total African Cup of Nations that's going to happen in Cote d'Ivoire has been officially confirmed by CAF. The date, with the opening match scheduled to take place on Saturday, 13 January 2024. 4-week tournament pitting Africa's best 24 nations will officially conclude on 11th February 2024. So CAF have confirmed that the African Cup of Nations is going to start on Saturday, 13th January 2024, and it's going to end on February 11th, 2024. This will be the 34th edition of the tournament and returns to Cote d'Ivoire for the second time after the first being held there in 1984, where Cameroon emerged as winners for the first time. With the Total Energies AFCON 2023 qualifiers approaching its business end, the road to Cote d'Ivoire is gradually taking shape as the world gears up for Africa's biggest football spectacle. Following this past weekend's thrilling round of qualifiers, 4 countries secured their place for the competition, joining hosts Cote d'Ivoire. The Algeria, Cameroon, South Africa, Senegal, Tunisia, and Morocco. Remember, I told you about it that some of the countries have already qualified. So the CAF General Secretary also confirmed that the final draw of the Total Energies African Cup of Nations will be held in September 2023, which the dates and the venue will later be confirmed, and I'm going to bring you the details if we get there. With rapidly growing global interest of CAF competitions recorded in the last few months, CAF is projecting a record global TV audience and stadium attendance for the next year's edition of its flagship competition, which also currently holds a record of being Africa's biggest event as far as football is concerned. So, the African Cup of Nations date has officially been confirmed. As I told you, it's going to happen exactly at, it's going to start from Saturday, 13th January 2024, but it's 2023 because it was supposed to happen this year, but because of the raining and the weather in Cote d'Ivoire, it was actually postponed to next year. Good. On the African Cup of Nations, let's talk about Ghanaian. Let's talk about Thomas Partey. So Thomas Partey did not play in Ghana's game against Angola because of an injury, and Chris Hughton revealed that Partey had an injury issues, and that is why he did not play. However, Partey has been spotted in Arsenal training. There was a lot of worry for Arsenal fans because they needed Partey in their last 10 games that they're going to play. At this point, good news to all Arsenal fans. Partey has been spotted at training, and the young man is ready and fit to play in Arsenal's next game, which is pretty much good news for the Gunners. So, Arsenal fans, I'm here to tell you that Partey has been spotted at training. The young man returned to Arsenal after Ghana's home and away fixture against Angola, and he's training with Arsenal. I think I made a tweet about it. I said that I don't think he was really hurt, really. But it was a matter of precautionary because that game against Angola, there were a lot of players who would be able to play. That is why Arsenal decided not to allow Partey to play in Ghana's second game. And I was not surprised. Talking about African Cup of Nations, let's talk about the U23 version. Remember that Ghana has qualified for the African Cup of Nations, the U23 version. However, there's one thing that we all need to know about. The head coach, which is Ibrahim Tanko, is doing everything possible to get every Ghanaian player who is eligible to play. And there's been called for him to include Kudus, who I said Kudus may not be able to play, but he has also revealed that he will try everything possible to get every player, Kamadin, Kamal Soa, and every Ghanaian player who is available to play. One player who is part of the senior team, but also eligible to play, is Ransford Yeboah Kwanistrofa. The Black Stars player has expressed his willingness to accept and honor a call-up to Ghana's under-23 side, which is the Black Meteors. In a yet-to-be-released exclusive interview with Ghana Web, the 21-year-old disclosed that it has never crossed his mind that he's eligible to play for the Ghana youth side, but he's going to welcome such an opportunity and represent Ghana. Let's listen to what Ransford Yeboah said.
Under 23 side, they are in contention to qualify for the Olympics. If they qualify and maybe they call you up for that team, would you join them willingly?
It's a good question. I don't know. I never think about that or talk about that to someone. So maybe if they call me, I don't know when is the tournament or something like this. But we never know. I don't know.
Okay.
That's great. The young man is ready to play. He's eligible to play. I believe with the kind of football he plays, he'll be a great addition to the Black Meteors. Because this time around, we really have to qualify for the Olympic Games. Yeah, we really have to. I believe we really have to. Talking about Ghanaian players that were born in Europe, let's talk about this young man, Danny Welbeck. I'm not sure if you know this, but Danny Welbeck is a Ghanaian. Yeah, pretty much. Because he was born by two Ghanaians, literally, but played for the England national team. So the English striker Dan Welbeck has donated jerseys and footballs to a youth football team in Carrier Penny in the Ashanti region. The former Manchester United forward presented Brighton and Hove Albion's jersey to the team as they prepare for the Juvenile League. The presentation was done on behalf of the player by his family in Ghana as part of his support. The local club in Carrier Penny looked ready this season. Big shout out to Brighton and Baz the kitman for helping my family kit out the squad, he wrote on Twitter. Welbeck was born in England to Ghanaian parents and ended up representing the Three Lions at the international level. So that's all for today's edition. Until we meet again, bye bye for now.